get comfortable. It's really nice to be here with you again.
It really is. I like that feeling when everything slows down a bit and you know you're about to have a good conversation.
Yeah, same. I actually rushed here this morning, and then the moment I sat down, my body went, oh, okay, we're safe now.
That's a very human reaction. Your day is already happening at full speed, and then suddenly, quiet studio, soft lights, and two microphones.
Exactly. Speaking of days already happening, today we're talking about something very simple, but very important: daily routines.
One of those topics that sounds boring at first, and then you realize it shapes almost your entire life.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
I know, but it's true. What we do every day quietly decides how we feel, how we think, even how we speak English.
And that's why this episode is perfect for English learners. We're not teaching rules today, we're just talking like real people about real days.
And listening to real English, the kind you actually hear in everyday life.
By the way, if you enjoy natural English conversations like this, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us keep creating for you.
Smooth, very smooth.
I practiced in the mirror.
I believe you.
So, George, let me ask you something very basic. What time do you usually wake up?
On weekdays, around 7. Sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little later. I'm not very strict, but I try to keep it consistent.
Consistent. That word already sounds very adult.
It does, doesn't it? But consistency is underrated. Waking up at the same time helps me feel less tired during the day.
I wish I could say the same. My alarm goes off, and I usually just lie there thinking, is this really happening again?
That's honest and very common.
I know. But okay, alarm rings. What's the first thing you do?
I stay in bed for maybe 2 minutes, just enough time to wake up properly. Then I get up, open the window, and make my bed.
You make your bed every morning?
I do. It's one of those small habits. It takes maybe 30 seconds, but it makes the room feel organized.
Wow, you're one of those people.
One of those dangerous bed-making people, yes.
I admire it, honestly. My bed looks like it survived a storm most mornings.
That's fine too. Everyone has their own rhythm.
True. For me, the first real step of the day is coffee. Everything else comes after.
Yes, the sacred ritual.
Don't talk to me before coffee. I'm not responsible for my words.
Noted.
I usually go to the kitchen half asleep, put the kettle on, and just stand there staring at the wall.
That moment of nothingness.
Exactly. No phone, no news, just me and my thoughts slowly turning on.
That's actually very healthy. A lot of people immediately check their phone the second they wake up.
Oh, I know. I try not to, but sometimes I fail.
We all do, but starting the day without information overload really helps your mind wake up naturally.
See, you sound wise again.
I try to limit it to once per episode.
Okay, coffee is ready. What happens next in your morning routine?
I brush my teeth, take a shower, and then I get dressed. Nothing unusual.
Cold shower?
No, I like comfort. Warm water, not too hot.
Good. I was worried for a second.
Smiling. I leave extreme challenges for other areas of life.
After I get dressed, I usually sit down with my coffee and think about the day. Not in detail, just a general feeling.
Like setting the tone.
Yes, I ask myself how I want to feel today. Calm, focused, playful, productive, sometimes all of them.
That's a good habit. I tend to think more practically. I look at my schedule and decide what needs my energy the most.
Very you.
Guilty.
Do you eat breakfast?
Most days, yes. Something simple. Oatmeal, eggs, or toast. I don't like heavy breakfasts.
Same. If I eat too much in the morning, my body just wants to go back to bed.
Exactly. Breakfast should support your day, not slow it down.
For English learners, by the way, Support your day is a really natural phrase.
Nice example.
Thank you.
After breakfast, I usually sit down and start working. That's when my mind is clearest.
No social media before work?
I try to avoid it. If I start scrolling, suddenly 30 minutes disappear.
Suddenly. Mysteriously.
Exactly. So I go straight to my tasks. I like to get straight to work before distractions appear.
That expression is really useful, by the way.
It is, and it's something people say all the time.
My work routine is a bit different. I need a slow start. I might read something light, write a few thoughts, or just sit quietly.
That's still part of your routine. Routine doesn't mean rigid.
I like that.
A routine should serve you, not control you.
And what about the middle of the day, around lunchtime?
I usually eat around 1. I try to eat away from my desk, even if it's just 20 minutes.
Yes, eating while working feels wrong.
It blurs the lines. When you separate activities, your brain rests more.
I love how routines are not just about time, but about boundaries.
That's very true.
After lunch, I often feel a little sleepy.
The famous afternoon dip.
Exactly. Sometimes I want a nap.
Nothing wrong with that if your schedule allows it. Even a short break helps you recharge your batteries.
Oh, that's a good one. Recharge your batteries.
Very natural English.
I usually go for a short walk instead. Fresh air helps me wake up again.
Approving. That's a great habit. Movement changes everything.
It really does. When I walk, I process emotions, ideas, even conversations.
Walking is underrated thinking time.
What about evenings? Are you a routine person then too?
More or less, I like to slow down gradually. Dinner, maybe some reading, light music.
So, no work emails?
I try not to. Evenings are for winding down.
Winding down. Another really useful phrase.
You're on a roll today.
In the evening, I love small rituals. Candles, tea, quiet conversations.
Those moments make the day feel complete.
Yes, without them, days just blur together.
And then comes bedtime. Probably the most important part of the routine.
The part everyone ignores.
Exactly. Going to bed at a reasonable time changes everything.
I know. I'm working on it.
One step at a time.
So, if we look at the whole day, morning, work, evening, routines are not boring at all. They're personal.
They're like a quiet structure that holds your life together.
That's beautifully said.
I'll write that down later.
And for English learners listening right now, this kind of conversation is exactly how people talk in real life. Simple words, real feelings.
No pressure, no perfection, just communication.
In the next part, we'll go deeper into how routines change over time and how culture and personality shape them.
And we'll keep it just as real.
You know, while we were talking just now, I suddenly realized something. My routine today looks very different from my routine 5 years ago.
That's inevitable. Routines grow with us, whether we notice it or not.
Yeah, before my days were chaotic. I woke up late, skipped breakfast, rushed everywhere. I thought that was freedom.
And then one day you realized chaos is exhausting.
Exactly. At some point, I just wanted my life to feel calmer.
That's usually when routines stop feeling like rules and start feeling like support.
Support is such a good word here. A routine can actually hold you when life feels unstable.
Especially during stressful periods. When big things feel uncertain, small daily habits give you something solid.
Something familiar.
Yes,
Do you think culture affects daily routines a lot?
definitely. The way people structure their day depends heavily on where they live.
For example?
Well, in some cultures, mornings are very slow. Long breakfasts, family time, no rush. In others, mornings are fast and efficient. People are out the door in minutes.
I've lived both versions.
Same here. And neither is better. They just reflect different values.
Exactly. Some cultures value productivity above everything. Others value presence.
And not affects language, too. When people talk about their day, you hear those values between the lines.
I love that idea. Listening between the lines. For English learners, it can be surprising how often people talk about their routines.
Very true. How's your day going is one of the most common questions.
And the answer is usually very routine-based.
Busy, pretty normal, same as usual.
Or, I'm just trying to get through the day.
That one says a lot.
It really does.
Another thing English learners should notice is how flexible routines sound in speech. People often say things like, I usually, most days, I tend to,
Yes, not always, not never.
because real life isn't perfect.
And perfect English doesn't exist either.
Exactly.
Let's talk about work routines for a moment. That's a big part of most people's day.
It is, and it's also where people struggle the most with balance.
How do you personally keep work from taking over everything?
I set clear start and end points. I try to stick to a schedule.
Even when you work from home?
Especially then. Otherwise, work slowly spreads into your entire day.
That's so true. Suddenly you're answering emails at midnight.
And wondering why you're tired all the time.
Mystery. I used to think routines killed creativity.
And now?
Now I think the opposite. Routines create space for creativity.
I agree. When basic things are handled automatically, your mind is free.
Exactly. I don't waste energy deciding when to eat or sleep. I can use it to think, feel, create.
That's a very mature realization.
Did you just call me mature?
I did. Enjoy it.
What about weekends? Do you keep routines then?
Looser routines. I wake up later, take more time, but I still keep some structure.
Same. I like slow mornings, but I still need some anchor.
Otherwise, the day disappears.
And suddenly it's Sunday night.
Weekends are often about recovery, doing things that help you slow things down.
Slowing down feels almost rebellious sometimes.
In a busy world, it kinda is.
I also notice that routines change with age.
Absolutely. What worked at 20 doesn't work at 40.
Or even at 30.
True. Energy levels change, priorities change.
And that's okay. There's no single right routine.
Just the one that fits your life right now.
For listeners who feel guilty about not having a perfect routine, please don't.
Yes, routines are tools, not tests.
You can adjust them, break them, rebuild them.
And sometimes just survive the day.
Especially on those days. One more thing I want to touch on, language habits.
Go on.
When you describe your daily routine in English, it's a great way to practice present tense naturally.
Very true. I wake up, I have breakfast, I go to work.
Simple, but powerful.
And you can make it more natural with expressions like after that, then, usually.
And don't forget, it depends.
The most honest answer.
Talking about routines is also a way to connect with people.
Yes, it sounds small, but it builds familiarity.
When someone tells you about their day, they're letting you into their life.
Even in simple ways.
In the final part, I'd love to reflect a bit more on the emotional side of routines.
The quiet meaning behind ordinary days.
Softly. Exactly. You know, when you really think about it, most of life doesn't happen in big moments. It happens in ordinary days.
Yes, in mornings that look almost the same. In evenings we barely remember.
And routines are like the background music of those days. You don't always notice them, but they shape how everything feels.
They give life a rhythm. Without rhythm, everything feels chaotic.
Or exhausting.
Exactly.
I think that's why people feel lost when their routine breaks.
Definitely. When your routine disappears because of travel, stress, or big life changes, it can feel like the ground moves under your feet.
Even if the change is positive.
Especially then, your mind still needs something familiar.
Something steady. Do you have a routine that feels emotionally important to you?
Yes, my evening walk. Even if the day is busy or heavy, that walk helps me reset.
Reset. That's such a good word.
It is. It's like telling yourself, okay, the day is almost done.
I have something similar. Before bed, I always write a few lines. Nothing fancy, just what I felt that day.
That's a beautiful habit.
It helps me let go of the day before I sleep.
And that's incredibly important for mental health.
For English learners, this emotional side matters too.
How so?
When you talk about your routine, you're not just practicing language, you're practicing expressing your inner life.
That's very true.
Saying, I wake up early is grammar. Saying, I wake up early because I like quiet mornings, that's connection.
And that's real communication.
Routines can also change when life becomes difficult.
Yes, and during those times, routines don't need to be perfect. They just need to exist.
Even very small ones.
Getting out of bed, drinking water, taking a shower.
Those small actions can help you keep going when motivation is low.
Absolutely.
I think there's a lot of pressure online to have perfect routines.
The 5 a.m. miracle morning.
Yes, cold showers, journaling, workouts, green juice, all before sunrise.
And if that works for someone, great.
But most people don't live like that.
And they don't need to. A routine should fit your real life, not an ideal version of you.
That sentence deserves a pause.
I'll take that as a compliment.
What about you, listening right now? What does your day look like?
Do you wake up slowly or jump straight into action?
Do you like structure or do you need flexibility?
There's no right answer.
What about you? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. As we start to wrap up, I want to revisit a few expressions we used today.
Nicely done.
We talked about check your phone, get straight to work, and recharge your batteries.
Also, stick to a schedule, slow things down, and get through the day.
These are phrases you'll hear all the time in real conversations.
Try using one or two when you talk about your own routine.
Daily routines may seem small, but they quietly shape who we become.
And when we respect them instead of fighting them, life feels more balanced.
More human.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a wrap.
You just wanted to say that, didn't you? See you next time.
If you liked this episode, subscribe, leave a like, and share it. It really helps our little studio grow.
Wherever you are, have a wonderful day.